and this is the talking place, and I'm still in the car. I'm still in here. It's still me just talking to myself, but at least now I'm in the car line to pick up the kid. I've been driving around all day, going to the doctor's office across town, so that gave me some time. I was driving on highways and all that stuff. I don't know if you've heard. I don't know, maybe it sounds horrible and I posted it anyway. Who knows? But if you are hearing this, I probably sound a lot better now. I'm actually holding the phone like I'm talking into it, like I'm talking to somebody. And that gives some pretty good quality, I know. I've edited shows before where I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to say this, and then I did a quick little voice recording, and it sounded pretty freaking good. So I'm pretty confident right now in how it's sounding. But still, you may never know. Who knows? So I am here waiting. I got a few minutes. I know realistically I ain't gonna have any time to do anything as far as a Christmas show or recording for, Christmas movies and all that stuff. So I'm going to do it now. As of this talking that I'm talking right now into my phone, it is the 20th. Yes, it's the 20th. And, 5 days from Christmas. It is ridiculous. I cannot believe how quick it's going. But yeah, we're here. We're in the thick of it, So I'm gonna try and get this out quick. And I wanted to do like I did for Halloween, I wanted to do something. So top movies. I'll go top 5. Not prepared at all in the least. Like you think I would have made a list, or I would have been thinking about this, but like I said, I just decided about 3 minutes ago, let me do this right now. So here I am. Top 5 movies for Christmas. We're the type to stick to the classics. We have a bunch of movies that we like to watch, and we have some that we like watching every year, and we like sitting down and enjoying them every year. And we have a few that made it new to the list recently that are good, that we like. And, I want to talk about them. And yeah, the classics, we want to try and fit them in, but if we can't, we don't, like last year we didn't get to watch a few of them, but yeah, this year we're trying to like have them playing in the background whenever we're doing something. So it's like they're being played at some point, like I've been putting on Home Alone and Home Alone 2 and all that. And I forgot what the other one was. The Santa Claus I've been putting on. And yeah, so it's like, I've been trying to like, okay, we don't have time to watch movies as a family, but I'll have it on the background, whatever. All right, I had to pause the recording. I wonder how this is going to come out now. So yeah, we watch movies as a family. We do that a lot. We try to do that a lot. If we haven't had time for a bit, and it sucks, because it's not our fault. It's just like so much things demand time, and it's hard to get in there and get the kids to bed at a certain time because school and everything. So I feel like we're doing okay though, because the teenager, he told us that they had some sort of quiz about holiday movies in school, like one of those like open classroom question things where you raise your hand and answer questions for something. So there was a few different questions regarding Christmas movies that he was able to answer, and nobody else knew. Nobody else had any idea, but he knew because we sit together as a family and we do these things. We like we have family movie nights and we watch movies. So it's like, it makes me feel good we did something right, I guess, you know. I mean, it's not like it's preparing him for his future, you know, but at the same time I feel like we're doing okay with with our choices here. So yeah, it's like the movies that we like to watch, it always means something, you know, to someone. And the holidays is like even more so because, you know, it's Christmas time and it's the holiday time. So it's like these feel good movies, that's what they do. My wife, she is a huge lover of Christmas movies, and she cannot wait for this time to roll around. She usually starts watching them in September, October. Like it's like the green light to start watching Christmas movies. And I feel like we really need to do that next year. Next year I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be like, you know, September 1st. It's all downhill from there for holiday stuff. That's where it's gonna start for us. So yeah, we're falling behind this year. So now we're gonna be catching up and hopefully watching some good stuff between now and Christmas, which is only in 5 days. So we'll see. But number five, let me see real quick. All right. So yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be spliced together because I put it on pause. I actually found that there was a pause button on recording, which is cool, and it wasn't cool that I had to stop. And it's been about like 2 days since I started recording the show that you're listening to. Like, so there's 2 days in between, you know, the last half and now this half here. I'm gonna try and make this sound somewhat okay because I'm still in the car. there's no changing that. It's like this is the only time that I have to actually record anything because, you know, running errands now. I'm actually doing the last bit of Christmas pickup stuff, and I feel like everybody's been in the car for like 2 days straight. I don't know if anybody else has that issue, but there's always last minute, like, oh my god, we got to go everywhere like 5 times. So we you know, everybody stayed in the house now, and I'm on my way to go pick up whatever. And yeah, so let me try and talk some movies right now. Hopefully, like I said, I could edit everything and everything will be nice and dandy. And, you know, it won't be perfect, but it'll be something. Hopefully it's, you know, you're actually able to listen to it without being annoyed by background noise and all that stuff. But yeah, so I am going to try, and I'm gonna, if you're still hanging on and listening to the whole thing, I originally recorded 2 shows on, you know, in the car, and then there was this show. So 3 in total I have going on, and they were supposed to be the 2 shows before this one, but I'm going to change that because, you know, time just doesn't stand still, and I wanted to get this one out before Christmas, the movie one. So that one is the one I'm going to focus on trying to get out, and then the other 2 I'm going to, you know, push them out after Christmas because I think they were more game centric. So it's not like they are, you know, they need to come out before Christmas. So, you know, they'll be fine afterwards. So yeah, look forward to, if you're listening to this, then I did some magic and it sounds okay. So look forward to 2 more that sound like this in the coming weeks. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a quick little rundown of whatever runners up that I have. I have a top 5. I actually made a list. I put it on pause so that I could actually write down a list of movies because I knew I was going to be all over the place. and I have a little, rundown of runners ups and all that stuff, and then I have a top five. So the first one I think I want to talk about is 8-Bit Christmas. I want to say this is on Amazon Prime, maybe. I think that's where it is. But 8-Bit Christmas, it is Neil Patrick Harris, and he is a father with kids and everything who he's like telling the story of his Christmas growing up and how you were the number one kid if you were able to get a Nintendo back in the day. And it's an awesome movie. If you guys, I think the people that listen to this show, I think if you haven't seen this yet, you need to watch it, because it's one of those that is like, it hits you in the feels a lot. And it's really cool to see. And we watched it a couple of years ago. We should try and watch it again before Christmas comes up. But it was a great watch, and it was a lot of fun to sit there and see how it was. But it's a cool thing. It's a cool movie to check out with the family, especially if you have ties to like the Nintendo back then and everything. So it's good. Moving on, the obvious ones: Home Alone 1 and 2, and even Home Sweet Home Alone. I think that's the newest one. It's like with a British kid, and there was somebody, I forgot his name. There's some other guy in there, but there's a whole bunch of Home Alone sequels that you just should not pay any attention to. Like, just ignore them completely. But Home Sweet Home Alone, it's on Disney Plus, and that one is actually all right. It was pretty good. We had fun watching that one, and it was something that it caught me off guard, because it was actually watchable, and you could enjoy it, unlike the other sequels for Home Alone. So that was good. All right, so moving on for runners up, Scrooged is an obvious for me. I love Scrooged. We don't watch it as much as we should, because it's kind of like more adult Christmas than family Christmas. So I'm always wanting to watch it, but I always get the red light when it comes to that one. But I love Scrooge. Scrooge is one of my favorites. Elf is another one. Elf, I was not a fan of for a long time, because I really don't like Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is not my favorite person, and I am not a fan of most of his movies. But Elf grew on me after a few years of watching it, and having it be in the rotation of movies to watch. That it became one of the go-tos for us, and I'm glad it did. It's a nice movie. It's a great holiday movie, and we like it. It's fun, and it's something that I don't know. I'm glad I came around on Will Ferrell. But funny enough, this is not the only Will Ferrell movie that I have on the list, so we'll see. Moving on for the runners up, there's The Grinch, and the animated one. It's a few years old. DreamWorks, and Benedict Cumberbatch is the Grinch, and he does amazing. You cannot tell at all that is him, and it is such an amazing job. But I really like that one. As far as animated movies go, that's like one of my favorite ones to sit and watch. That's I think, well, I want to say that's probably my favorite one for the Grinch movies. Jim Carrey's is great, but the animated one that wins it for me. Noelle is another one that we enjoy watching. That's on Disney Plus, and that has Anna Kendrick. That's where she is. She is one of the daughter. She's a daughter of Santa Claus, and her brother is having issues where he does not want to be Santa Claus and take over. So it's a really cute movie to watch with the kids. That's a good one that I was pretty surprised by for for it being a great movie to watch during the holidays. All right, for the last of the runner, I'm having trouble with that. For the last of the runner-ups, I'm gonna go with Love Actually. This is it's a weird one. I like this movie. I like it. I enjoy watching it with the wife. It's the reason why I like it is because the way it intertwines with all the different storylines. This is one of those British movies that there's a few of them. There's holiday. They're all go around holidays. There's one for New Year's Eve that's the same way. There was another one. I forgot which one it was, but it's like it follows a whole bunch of different perspectives and different stories. So it's like a bunch of short stories, and they're all tied in together because they all know each other. So it's like they're all following each other's stories and each other's lives and each other's take on whatever's going on, but they all intertwine, and you don't realize it, but they all know each other. So it's like a cool way to see how it all works and all comes together and stuff. But I'm not a fan on how I don't know how down it could get sometimes. It gets pretty rough with the real life at some points, but overall it's a good movie. It's a good feel good movie with a lot of stuff. So I look forward to watching that with the wife every Christmas. Before, when it was just the wife and I, we were dating, it was tradition. Every Christmas season, the first movie that we watch was Bad Santa. So obviously that's not child appropriate, and we had to kind of navigate around that one. So Love Actually takes up the mantle for our movie that we like to watch whenever the kids go to bed, or we want to just have something playing in the background or whatever. We'll put that one on. But yeah, so moving on to the top 5, the official top 5. Those were all the ones that I didn't want to rank. I didn't want to bother thinking too hard about, but I wanted to talk about them. But the top 5, this is my list for movies that I really enjoy and really like. So, all right, number 5, I'm gonna say Klaus. Klaus is on Netflix, and it's an animated movie that came out a few years ago. It is a really, really awesome stylistic type of animation. I'm not exactly sure what type it is, but I know it stands out, and it's really pleasing. I enjoy it. I enjoy this movie a lot. Obviously, it's in my top 5. But for some reason, I don't know, the wife doesn't enjoy it as much, and the kids didn't care for it either. But I love the story of it. The story really, really got me. And it's like an origin story for Santa, and it's awesome. If you have not seen this and you're looking for something different, something that is a Christmas movie without really being a Christmas movie, there's Christmas movies all have that Christmas feel to them. This is still going to give you the Christmas feel, but it's not going to be obvious in your face Christmas that we know, so it's a really good take on that. It's awesome. I really like Klaus for what it is. All right, number 4 is The Polar Express. Obvious reasons. This is very quintessential Christmas. It goes from Klaus number 5, where it's beat around the bush Christmas, and this is in your face Christmas. So it's one of those must watches for us. I'm not a fan of the animation. At some points it's all right, but the people, the faces, it's that 2000 and so around that era, those few years, that decade is pretty rough when it comes to the computer generated stuff. It's very I don't know, it irks me sometimes. But the movie itself it makes me forgive it, you know? Like it's one of those that really gets you in the feeling for Christmas, especially like, you know, closer to the actual, you know, day. So it's one of those that we love to watch. We love to sit down and have, you know, I tried to make hot cocoa around the time where everybody gets hot cocoa, and I think I succeeded once in doing it and making it perfect timing. So it's good for that. So maybe I'll do that again this year. Number three is the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Now this is up there for me for, you know, since it came out. We watched it at first. The first watching that we saw, I was like, oh, that was cool. But then like the second time I watched it, it really like started growing on me a lot. And then the music really got me. There's 2 songs on there. They play, you know how Guardians of the Galaxy is with songs and music and all that. In the first you know, few minutes of the opening, they play a song, and then at the end they have another song. So those 2 songs, they are in my regular rotation of Christmas songs, and I love them so much. Like I play them, I outplay them every year, and they are up there with you know, all the classics for me, and I enjoy listening to them, and it really brings the whole holiday special together for me. I don't know if anybody else feels like that with music and stuff. I mean, like I said, the Guardians movies, they always have like a really strong base when it comes to music, you know, really based on the songs that they're picked. They're very specific. So these 2 songs really bring together everything for the holiday special. It's awesome. So yeah, I had to pause again. So the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, if you haven't seen it, it's on Disney Plus. Go check it out. Number two is Spirited. Spirited is another one that is really strong with the music. It's a musical, and this is my other Will Ferrell movie. This is Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, and it's another retelling of Scrooge, basically. So it's, you know, it's the 3 ghosts and everything, but it's a really, really different take, and it is awesome. It is so good. It is on Apple TV Plus. So if you have access to that, or if you could get access to that, that is definitely one of the ones that you really need to be watching. There's a few things, of course, Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell, they're gonna get a little borderline kind of, you know, adultish, but there's a few times where language or like something that they say would be, you know, on the border with stuff that make you look at your spouse like, really? But it doesn't get too horrible. I mean, it doesn't get too bad over the kids' heads, I'm sure. But if you want to take that risk, I say it's worth it, because it's a good story, and it's a good movie with great music. I love the music. I play that out as well every year. I think I just wanted to get away from the classic holiday stuff. I needed some more different holiday music, and the Guardians of the Galaxy and Spirited, they both took up the reins on that. So go check that out. Number 1, the Christmas Chronicles, both 1 and 2. Number 1, the first one more, but throw the second one in there too. But Christmas Chronicles, they're on Netflix, and they are my favorite. I think they took up the top spot a few years ago as far as my favorite Christmas movies. They are very, very, very Christmas. Santa Claus, played by Kurt Russell, who does an amazing Santa Claus, and it is I don't know. I mean, the story and the way the story plays out, and, you know, just everything about it. Like I love how it's not like a boring movie, you know, like you're not sitting there like, what's going on, like, you know, waiting for the next good part. But it's like it's entertaining, and it's really feel good family. You know, there's, you know, ups and downs, and there's a few downs, and but there's a lot of ups, and it's a really good feel good holiday movie that is very, very Christmas, and it's very entertaining with Kurt Russell, and it's something that it gives you a good take on Santa Claus that is not your typical Santa that you always see in movies. So it's an awesome watch. If you haven't seen that yet, it's on Netflix, like I said. That is another one that I think would be great for Christmas Eve watching. That is one of the perfect ones to watch for Christmas Eve, and I don't think you go wrong with either one. But the first one is really up there as far as top ones. But yeah, that's it. That's the top 5. Things are crazy. I don't know if you could tell, but the recording has been made hastily. I've been recording in the car, and I'm in my driveway now for like the past 2 minutes, so I'm trying to hurry up. I am gonna go and do the Christmas thing. Still a few days away. Hopefully I'll have this out before then, maybe today or tomorrow. And, you know, I'm just going to try and coast through it and see if we can make it without losing sanity from lack of sleep, from having to do everything that we have to do. But yeah, it's always that rush, and that's the fun of it, I guess, you know. So enjoy it. If you're going through the rush and you're going crazy and you're trying to figure out when you're going to have time to scratch the itch on your ass, then, you know, just remember you're supposed to be enjoying it. And that's what I'm trying to do. So, you know, I'm going to go bake about 300,000 cookies now, and then go from there and, you know, watch some movies. So go check it out. So look forward to other shows after the holiday, and yeah, peace out. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. And take it easy. Be safe.